In this video, I will guide you to create a standard normal distribution table in Excel using the Excel inbuilt functions. This table helps you find probabilities associated with the standard normal distribution. By following this video, you'll be able to generate your own standard normal distribution table. Let's start with the step-by-step process to create the standard normal distribution table, also known as Z-table. For that, first open a spreadsheet in Excel. In step 1, create a row for the z-value from 0.00 to 0.09. These values indicate the second decimal place, that is the hundredths position of the z-scores. In step 2, create a column for the z-value from -2.5 to 2.5. These values indicate the first two digits of the z-scores, that is the ones and tenths position of the z-scores. Make sure to include a duplicate row for a z-score of 0.0. Do you know, the z-table only shows probabilities for positive z-scores? This is because the standard normal distribution is symmetrical. This means the probability of a value falling below a negative z-score is the same as the probability of a value exceeding the corresponding positive z-score. To find the probability for a negative z-score, you can simply look up the positive version on the table and subtract it from 1. Now, in step 3, in cell B2, use the Excel inbuilt function NORM.S.DIST. This function requires two arguments, the z-value and cumulative. For the z-value argument, select the z-value in cell A2. Now select this value containing the formula and drag it to the right to fill out the remaining values. Now for each other cell in this row, go to the formula bar, correct the position of the z-value, then go to the subtracted z-value and press the F4 button if using Windows, the Command +T button if using Mac operating system. If you noticed, in the z-value argument, I subtracted the first row's z-values in the z-value argument to handle the negative values. Now, repeat this process for the remaining values in this row. The reason behind the subtraction is that a z-table shows the cumulative area to the left of a specific z-score under the standard normal curve. For example, to find the probability for a z-score of -2.51, look up -2.5 in the z-table's row and 0.01 in its column. The value at their intersection is the cumulative probability for -2.51. We'll fill out the rest of this row soon, but don't worry, the z-table is almost done. In step 4, select the entire row and drag it down to the bottom for negative z-value from -2.5 to 0.0 to autofill the remaining cells. While for the positive z-values, in the z-value argument replace the minus sign with the plus sign. This is due to handling the positive values in the z-table. For example, to find the probability for a z-score of +0.05, look up 0.0 in the z-table's row and 0.05 in its column. The value at their intersection is the cumulative probability for 0.05. Now, select the entire row and drag it down to the bottom to autofill the remaining values. The standard normal distribution table is obtained. A z-distribution table can be used for various purposes. For example, in finding the probabilities, you can use the z-table to determine the probability of a standard normal variable falling within a certain range of values. In hypothesis testing, in z-test, you can use the z-table to calculate the p-value. In constructing confidence interval, you can use the z-distribution table to determine the critical value.